We all come, things like this, read books, go to seminars, stuff like that, because we want to create change. So we put the idea in our head, but for some reason, it doesn't work. So the first thing I want to do as we get ourselves started in this workshop is look at why change isn't happening, and then look at what we need to do to create change happening. One of the reasons why we don't change is, one, we don't recognize that we have patterns. We are all made up of habits. I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Your brain doesn't like to think. I know well, especially my left neurocortex loves to believe that it thinks, but it really doesn't. Brains don't like to think. You know what brains like to do? They like to create patterns. And then once they've created a pattern, then they just go with that pattern all the time. So even really simple things like walking. We take it for granted. We don't even think twice about it. But if you guys have babies and you watch babies learning how to walk, it is incredibly difficult. And the reason it's difficult is because they have to think about everything that's happening. And there's a lot happening in taking a step. And so our brain likes to create patterns. Once it's created the pattern, then it just runs the pattern. And then it doesn't have to think. Learning how to drive a car, same exact thing. When we first learned how to drive a car, it was hard because we were thinking about everything we were doing. And then we would lock up. But after a while, once you get it into your brain as a pattern, then it happens quickly and easily. So one of the reasons why we don't change is because your brain is made of patterns. That's what it does. It creates patterns. And if you want to create change, you have to realize it's a pattern. You can't just say to yourself, well, I'm going to lose that 15 pounds. I'm getting up at 5 to do that meditation. That's the good intention, but unless you change the patterns around it, it's not going to happen. Second reason why we don't create change is because we don't create a complete pattern change. We just maybe change one little thing. So we got to change the whole pattern for it to work. The other reason why patterns don't change is, like you said, it's hard, it's work, and when you're struggling to create pattern changes, what you're actually doing is reinforcing negativity. When you try to do anything and it's hard, even though you think it's going to ultimately produce a good result, if you're struggling, what you're really reinforcing is negativity. So we can't have it hard. And the last thing is we just give up. We don't practice. And if we don't practice, it doesn't get into the physiology, and that's a key part of it. All right, 4 things we need to create change. First, it has to be quick. If the exercise I'm going to teach you today is really long and really hard, you're not going to do it. It has to be immediate change. As soon as you start doing the exercise, you have to feel better. If it doesn't happen right now, your brain's not going to want to do it. Second thing that has to happen is that the change I'm going to teach you is going to be easy. It's going to be quick and easy. Third thing, it's going to be fun, because your brain likes fun. And if it's not fun, your brain doesn't want to do it. And the last thing you got to do is, and this part's really up to you guys got to practice. We'll practice it multiple times in here, but you guys got to practice it at home as well.